I think I did one of these for a couple days. A lot of contemplating over here. A lot of not understanding really what's going on in the world. Like, I watch Uncle Will, and he he's lost in his own stupidity. He doesn't have a clue what's going on. I don't "Hey, Carl, you're just catching on to what's going on." I don't think so, Uncle Will. I think I've been saying this shit for a long time, bud, and I've tried to get in depth with it, but you know what I mean. More around people's personal lives. I know what's going on. I know how the system, you know what I mean. I'm trying to. It's not easy. Everybody telling you crazy. You're trying to prove that the mental health system in Canada is all fucked up. They can just lock you away for no reason at all. Well, if they're gonna lock you away for a reason, it better be a valid one, right? You would think violence and suicide, there would have to be some sort of evidence. There has to be evidence before you can be thrown into jail, but no, no, not here in Canada. Well, in fact, it just takes a phone call to get you locked up, even if it is the person or the entity who had you convinced to kill yourself and the doctor knows about it, and the unless he was conspiratorial, but I had, like, I don't know, a lot of weird things have happened with that doctor. I don't know. But hey, when I say I think I can prove it, like, I think I have the receipts, and hey, what receipts I don't have, their receipts will come in extra handy. You know what I mean? When you can use the other person's receipts against them, that's when you know you got them. You probably should have the truth behind you, but nobody these days knows what the truth is, cares what the truth is, has doesn't even wanna care, no. Every day I have to sit here and go, "This sucks." You're chosen from God, this should be a blessing. How hard is it to comprehend this shit? I don't know, people just don't understand what I'm saying or don't wanna hear it or like, when a meathead like me can start looking at the Bible, not even looking at anything else, and the pastors aren't getting what I'm getting out of this. I don't know how somebody can't get out of here, hey, you're supposed to be like me. You're supposed to do the right things, not the nice things, the right things. Like, I don't know how everybody's convinced that Jesus was a nice man or shielded around for attention or any of that stuff. Hey, thanks, Hellbelly. Hey, leg day. I hope you're not too far gone, but I still is there a way we can bring you to the truth? You might not wanna try Jesus right away because 'cause you're on the opposite side, right? You like that old Satan clause, right? You like that dude. What is it about that dude you like? He's a liar like day. He's a puss puss. You're into a puss puss. Satan's a pussy, buddy. You're the one with all the power like day. But unfortunately, you're giving it to him, not yourself. Release yourself from Satan, bud. Then you get your own brain. You can start taking a look around. You can go, oh boy, I was so blinded by my hatred and stupidity. Wow, we could have a whole better humanity if we, acted a little better towards one another, right? Like that. What do you think? You wanna go into the Bible for a Bible lesson? Now, leg day. This is hard for me, bud, because I go in here and I'm like then I also say, "Hey, I don't know how much of this stuff you guys should believe." I don't know. Would Satan lie and say that Satan wasn't allowed in the book? You know what I mean? Well, like that, you gotta understand, bud. There was more than 66 books to begin with. You know what I mean? Why'd they take them out? Well, that would have been censorship, right, bud? We've seen what happened in COVID and what they didn't want out. What happens if they successfully took some stuff out? Because really, there's a whole religion on this guy that there's not a whole lot of information in this thing for, bud. You know what I mean? And then you look into the likes of King James and you're like, if Christians knew this, would they be so hung diddy on his name being on their Bible? But like I've said before, this is just my opinion. I can't say who has and who doesn't have Jesus to be with the Father, but there's evil on my Bible. Oh, look at that. Kenneth Copeland. Now, but I ask myself all the time, I say, how could people be so stupid? Like, when did Jesus say, "Hey, guys, you guys should give your money to the church. Hey, guys, go rack up some money. Let's get this ministry hopping." When was he saying that? But yet, we're clueless as to that little guy sitting over at the Vatican who my personal opinion, and I gotta say it, like, I don't want nothing bad to happen to him. If something bad happens to him, it's because he had it happen to him. But I think the Pope, the head of Christianity, the guy who's representing Jesus, he really sucks dick at his job. You know what I mean? He's just no good at it. Like, what's all that money in the Vatican for? Couldn't that be put to better use? You know what I mean? But instead, they'll just keep saving and collecting for a rainy day, eh? Is it raining in the world like day? Hey, leg day, why don't you come make me wash my hands, bud? My hands are clean, they're just a little nicotine stained, you know? Us chosen ones have vices too, you know what I mean? It's not easy with this running through your brain knowing you're here to help humanity, and while humanity's pretty thick like that, you know what I mean? It can't even figure out in this what's here, what I say's been manipulated and stuff, tells you to be like Jesus, but nobody's getting it. They don't get it. You're supposed to have the mind and the heart of Jesus, but you know what I mean? Well, bud, they're stained. It's not like I'm a dirty person. You can't convince me, little like day. You can be the best little troll you want, but you can't put your thoughts in my head. Sweetheart, come on. Come with Jesus, bud. Listen, this little thing going on here, this is what I think of. This little versey here. We're in some Mark 6:10. Also, he said to them, in whatever place you enter a house, stay there till you depart from that place. And whoever will not receive you nor hear you when you depart there, shake off the dust under your feet as your testimony against them. So surely I say to you, it will be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment for that city. Like the world's in this state like that. You know what I mean? And it's telling me to have a testimony. Now, nobody wants to hear my testimony because I think it implicates a lot of stupidity in the world like that, and I think you're involved, bud. You and your Uncle Will. You guys got yourself in some biblical times. See, here's the thing. Now, I did listen to Uncle Will a little bit was last night. So, I take that's one of the things he said, and I can understand why he thinks the way that he does. On this particular item anyways, they're like they Ah, so, basically what he tried to say is, "Hey, Carl," he always tries to convince me I'm not chosen. "Hey, Carl, the chosen one wouldn't say there's not a God." I've never said that I don't think that there's a God, Uncle Will. What I said is it's pretty hard to convince somebody there's God based on just me telling them. Like, my belief is you're an idiot, like we're a creation, right? So therefore, there's gotta be a creator. The point of my thing is that, well, I can't prove that to you, but I got a story that might influence you to think that he might be real. I've been trying to tell it to you for a long time, but you never really had an interest, Uncle Will, but like, oh, I don't see, the thing is, this is what I argue with atheists. You know what I mean? Just because I believe something doesn't make it true, you know what I mean, Uncle Will? I can't physically prove to somebody that there's a God. You know what I mean? And my point always is that I believe that there's a creator, and the way to do it is to be in the truth. Is to be like that character Jesus. Like that wasn't even his name, dude. He never even heard that name. It's that character that I love. You know what I mean? To be in the truth, be like him, do the right things. If you see a problem, you try and put an end to it. You know what I mean? And how you do that is you try and bring everybody together. You know what I mean, dude? But when people just aren't listening, it's hard to bring them together, especially when they're telling you you're crazy, but they won't tell you what you're crazy about, eh, Uncle Will? It's the weirdest shit, weirdest stuff. But hey, what's leg day saying? Then we'll. You're really dirty. You're falling. Okay, like that. Look, that Bible is out to catch fire. Oh, okay. Okay, like that. Yeah, yeah. Now, like that. Just a question, bud. Just just say there was a God, and just say I was like the original chosen one. I'm not saying I don't want to be. I'm just saying, what if I was? How would you and Uncle Will go down in history? It's probably pretty foolish, right? I mean, we know there's an agenda and stuff coming for the children, and you would knock somebody who has ideas. That wouldn't look good, would it? I'm just saying, like that is a real thing, right? I'm not the coward. See, you guys are. See, Uncle Will tells me that I'm just catching up. No, I've known for a long time. So my question is if he knows, why isn't he doing something about it? Or is he just gonna rely on Trump? Is that it? Is just his vote's gonna count? Like, if Trump is the good guy, like, let me be honest with you guys. These are only my thoughts, and it doesn't make them true. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are mentally ill. Anyone who believes that children should be able to mutilate themselves. This is just my beliefs, and I'm allowed to have my beliefs. So nobody should be able to take them away from me. That makes those two evil motherfuckers. Two of the most evil motherfuckers to ever try and run a country. Wow. You got Obama, you got Clintons, and we we get there's so much to go over, you know what I mean? I like that. Yeah, little me. I feel horrible for you, like I do. When you catch when you catch your own hell for being stupid, I hope you accept it. You just like, "Oh my goodness." I just like, you can convince yourself all you want, everything's recorded, dude. You think this is a joke. It's a joke until it's not, dude. If you paid attention at all, at all, at all, I personally think your world is gonna get fucking yin-yanged like you never thought. Yeah, I don't think you ever thought you coulda got your ass in this much trouble. No, I'm just trying to warn you about it. I'm like, "Hey, see your stupidity now." Like, she's coming. I know I keep saying it so you doubt it. You know what I mean? Which is really sad on your part because that's the more information I give you, it's but you don't pay attention. I know, bud. I know. You just like to pay attention when you hear me talk and you you like to make your own little stories up. But that's the thing. People who follow made up stories might be in trouble, you know what I mean? That's why I'm scared for the Christians too, like that. I'm just not scared for the Satanists like you, bud. I'm more are you into Dave Grohl? Huh? Did you know Davey's a Satanist? Yeah, you have one good one too, but little me. Oh, Ollie Oxenfree. What are your thoughts on Dagburn wearing Upchurch pants that Patty sent him? Wow, you're trying to divert me, eh, Mike? But we can talk about this. We can certainly talk about this. I mean, I did spend a lot of time on the Upchurch thing, eh? A lot of people stood around and watched me, well, they thought I was looking silly until it comes back on them, you know what I mean? Where they have to answer for their part of this equation, and, well, my insanity doesn't look so insane anymore, but let's get to, I didn't know that, though. No, that's pretty sick and twisted, though, you know what I mean? Can you imagine what Dagburn's doing with Upchurch's pants? I bet you he's just got the crotch licked right out of him. He is sick, that Dagburn, I'm telling you, man, there's something wrong with his head. It don't work right. You do not try and slam somebody for that fucking long and then come back in and try and be their biggest cheerleader. I don't know, I don't get it. But then again, I think Patty might be a witch. Like, she is a witch because she lies. She casts, spells of lies, and I know that for sure. She's a gaslighting little machine, that one, but Dagford up Church's pants, his pants and his hat. Patty's sick, she is sick. There's something wrong with her brain, and then she likes to tell people to come to God, and she likes to speak play victim. I've never like, I've watched her with Skylar and Gail, and she just and then on the other side, everybody's out to get me. I'm not gonna show any proof of it, but, ah, yeah. Well, this is why I say lick the crotch out of his pants. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, Mike, but one time Dagburn made up this skit. about how him and Upchurch used to meet in motel rooms, and, well, Upchurch would pay him very handsomely. Like, I didn't make this up, Dagvern did, it was pretty sick. I don't it's kinda like that Rocco, you know what I mean? We were talking about to little me earlier. Like, I don't care if it's like, he does Rocco just doesn't get it, that even if that like, does he want us to believe it? But then when he says it's a fabricated story, who makes fabricated stories like that up? You know what I mean? I could see if you were making it up if you were on the other side of it where you were the hero, but to put yourself as the villain, shoot, some that's something doesn't add up there, you know, like, it's just kinda sick. What else were we talking here? Know what's really interesting, like, day? I ordered this I got my wife to order me this book. Like, I can't read with PTSD, but these are just short little verses, so I can do alright with it. So I got the Gnostic Gospels, eh? It's got oh, I think it's all of 'em. Well, we were talking earlier, right? Like, do we know the books that they took out? Because there was 100 and one I can't remember the number, so I shouldn't say it, but there was 100 and something, I think. So if they got taken out, why? And where's some of these ones? You know what I mean? Because this stuff kinda makes sense to me. You know what I mean? It does say the same thing as the Bible if you read the Bible properly. And it says here, this is from, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Then Jesus greeted them, saying, "Peace be with you all. Take my peace into your sleeves and be watchful. Nobody leads you astray, claiming, 'Look there for the Son of Man.'" Now, listen. That's what I've been trying to tell you like that. I tell you, the Son of Man is within you all. He's even within you, little like day. Even though you pick Satan, Jesus still loves you and he lives within inside of you if you want to be a part of him. You just gotta want the truth. You gotta want it desperately, bud. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that this is what I'm hoping. Like, I don't wish any harm upon people, but like when you guys find out God's real and he's using human beings to help the world, your brain's gonna go into a hemorrhage for a bit. You're gonna go, and that's a good thing. What we gotta do is we gotta rewire the stupidity out of your brain. You have to come to terms on to the truth all on your own like that. You and Uncle Will, you're gonna have to face her. You know what I mean? Uncle Will's real those 11,000 people who follow him gonna be very disappointed to find out who the real Uncle Will is. But if Uncle Will can fool you, just think about everybody else around you when you're not watching them, how they can act towards others. Just think, one day they could treat you like that, little like day. You know what I mean? Because like, it wouldn't be hard to do that to you, you know what I mean? Even you took a whooping from PBR, you know what I mean? Oh god, oh, outsmarted and outwitted by PBR you did like that. You and Johnny Dagburn, the only 2 men to date. Hey, like that. Put your jerky shades on, soak up the sun, my brother. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I just like being alone in my house. Thinking of how I can convince morons not to be morons anymore, you know what I mean? What's gonna be that clicker? What's gonna be that clicker? You're gonna wanna know the truth, you know what I mean? Not just the outside truth, but the inside truth. 'Cause that's when you'll come to terms with the reason the outside's shitty is because your inside is shitty, and you won't fight for a good outside world, 'cause you like living in shit. You could live so much better, you know what I mean? If you just got out of this fear of just I don't know what it is. What is it? Why is it we can't come together? Like, what is your obsession with vintage? Mikey, what's your obsession with vintage? Did vintage do something to you, or see, that's what I don't understand. I'm just doing my thing, you guys come in, but then again, I'm talking about Uncle Will, he never came in, but, well, like, they did. But anyways, it's fair game with Uncle Will, you know what I mean? You're gonna talk your shit, tell your lies. I have the right to defend myself, and, well, when I get the right to show my side of the story, how does it go for Uncle Will? Well, we can hope. We can hope he finds his will and, well, humbles himself, and I don't know how this is gonna go for you people. I don't know. This has been a long awakening process for me. You know, I never thought it was gonna go this long. I feel it's coming to an end, though, you know what I mean? Something's gotta give shortly, or either that or I gotta give. I gotta find a way to get on that maid program boat or something. Hey, Justin, stop being a fucking failure. Let us crazy people fucking have our rights too. Hey, that's gonna look great on Upchurch, eh? Like that. All because of Uncle Will. That video Upchurch fucking he commented on. That's gonna be a good one for people to see. Where I'm screaming out, asking them to help me because I don't want to fucking be on this earth anymore. I want to sacrifice myself for my people because fuck, I think the systems drove me crazy. Hey, please listen to me. That's the video he decides to fuck with me on. Good choice, Upchurch. Ada, pay attention, eh, bud? Ada, fuck. But then again, Upchurch is the dumbest motherfucker I've ever heard. Okay. Ah, because like I've actually heard that idiot say things like, judge a book by its cover. I don't even have to open that book. I don't know. Say it. Fucking dumb. Like, I mean, I wish I could change my mind on the other stuff, you know what I mean? Maybe I was relying too much on his side of the but hey, Mikey, you get it, right? I mean, he does say he's chosen. I've shown you guys that, right? Like, I have shown you guys that. Like, why am I crazy? Because I actually want us to do something. I wanted Upchurch to fucking live up to what he was saying. "Hey, bud, you're the one with the big profile. I know. You wanna change the world, hey, maybe some of my ideas." But then again, Upchurch probably thinks he's better than everyone. Why would he wanna take ideas from a nobody, you know what I mean? Ah, then again, everybody who signed that Lamborghini thought they were a somebody, didn't they? Would have been nice to know, instead of looking like an idiot on a show going, "Oh, well, no." He didn't it didn't mean that much to him, really. But, hey, what else we got going on today? What's everybody wanna talk about? Oh, stream ups. That's good, bud. You have faith in Little Leg Day. Well, you keep having faith in Little Leg Day. It's all on you. That's the problem. You people all have faith in men. You know what I mean? No, no, no. You've been led astray. You've been led astray. Okay, what does vintage do that makes her a witch? Huh, Mikey? She plays with some cards. You have to accept it. If somebody does accept it and work towards it, if it's a good one, is it? I don't know. I don't know the rules with the cards, bud. You know what I mean? I'd rather find out before I bitch. See, I bitch about the children being in trouble because, well, I think that that's a no-brainer. Parents and adults alike should come together, but nobody fucking gets it. Nobody gets what I say anyways. Fucking world's fucking brain dead. These fucking people, I'll say it. No wonder nobody believes that I say that. The only reason I say that I'm chosen is because I have to say that I'm chosen from God in order to fucking prove that God exists. But these fucking people who say they're fucking chosen are fucking idiots, building fucking channels, not trying to do anything for anybody else. They're looking out for themselves. They want fucking people to love them because they have to be loved. And if you don't love them, you're banished from the land of fairy tales. You know what I mean? Like, I got this Ashley girl that I'm subscribed to, and Prophet Ash. No, she's the real prophet of God now. She's the fucking chosen whiner, Mikey. Chosen fucking whiner. Oh, the devil. He's so mean to me. Listen, like, fuck, you know what I mean? And people just coddle her. Oh, Ashley, the devil's just trying to break you down. You got this, girl. It's fucking sickening. It's fucking sickening. I can't watch it anymore. I try to be nice, but you gotta call bullshit when you see bullshit, you know what I mean? If you're a fucking chosen one out there and you ain't trying to help people, you're fucked. You're fucked, eh? Mike, Mikey, are you into Mikey fucking Delaroche? He's gonna be in trouble, bud. He was part of my he was a bigger dick than Uncle Will to me. You know what I mean? Really. It's gonna be a funny story because he's not gonna look good. And the problem with Mikey is he's almost at 144,000 subs too. He's just about there. He almost has his gang. Smash that cult. They're all cults, bud. If you got a little spiritual gang, she's a cult. There's only one spiritual gang, bud. And your gangster needs to be the truth. That's the leader. He's the gangstar. He's Yeshua, Jesus. To me, you know what I mean? The truth to those who don't believe in or want to believe in Jesus. Search for the truth. You know what I mean? Because, like I've said, Mikey, what do you think, bud? I don't. I don't think the old native people. I don't think they went without fucking getting their people to go to heaven. You know what I mean? I think they got their spiritual guides. You know what I mean? I don't like to say gurus, guides. People gotta lead themselves to the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? They gotta want it. Gotta want it. Gotta. This is the thing, guys. These fucking preachers and shit. They're gonna tell you, don't ever question God. Don't ever do it. I'm telling you, be a fucking rebel. Ask God some questions instead of fucking asking him for shit. You know what I mean? Like you gotta fucking, hey God, all the time. Instead of saying, hey God, please give me the answers to fix my own fucking problems. Send me the truth, please. And I guarantee you, Mikey, if you pay attention, you'll get a sign, bud, and you'll get another sign, and another sign, and another sign. And then you'll be reading the universe like a motherfucker, bud. You'll be on top of your game. You'll be like Neo in the Matrix, bud. You know what I mean? Because you'll have the truth, the armor of God. You know what I mean? And this is the thing, Mikey. You don't even have to have the truth. You just got to be willing to accept it. You know what I mean? You don't have the right truth. You know what I mean? You got to say, hey, thank you for showing me I'm an idiot. Now I got the truth. Yeah, one step closer to Jesus. Well, you know what I mean, Mikey? That's what she's all about, bud. The truth, 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 truth. And the truth is, well, we've been all mind calm. Brains have been taken away from us. Listen, this is a really serious thing, Mike. I want you to think about this really fucking hard, okay? Say you owned a business, right? And there was a man in charge of your business, and he fucked up at work, where he had to do an investigation on him. Turns out he's not mentally capable of doing an easy task. He's not responsible for fucking up because he's mentally not there. Would you put that man in charge of a country? Because that's what happened to America, bud. When they let him off that paperwork for not being mentally stable, should have been a clear indication. You know what I mean? But then again, it's a joke over here in Canada too. Well, Justin can do whatever the fuck he wants. So he thinks. This is the thing. Like I said, God's real. The RCMP over here in Canada, they're fucked. They're fucked. If I was a good RCMP officer, I'd be coming out now. I wouldn't fucking wait. I'd be like coming out now going, these are the dirty motherfuckers. I ain't going down with this shit. I'm sorry I kept my silence. I fucking picked my family over my country. You got to understand it was a hard decision, but I see the errors of my ways and I'll tell you everything I know about these motherfuckers. That's the same with the FBI, you know what I mean? There's gotta be some good ones, you know what I mean? That Apagami and Fitch guy, he just got nailed. So there's somebody out there doing some good, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Mikey? She already said she doesn't play with Ouija boards, but I don't know what kind of spells. I'm like, I don't know. She's never said any of that stuff around me, you know what I mean? If you're wishing armor on people, I don't want you around me, but I don't think I've ever seen vintage want armor on people. I don't think vintage ever claimed to be a prophet. That was me. See, I'm a seer. I see the possibilities that they have of fucking you. I seen a video of the guy from Iran. They were talking about the old Brixies. I've been saying that for a long time. See, Mike, see, they can have the whole country, our countries, both of us. See, at any time they want, they can convince us that our money ain't worth fuck all because they're backed by something and we're not. They just need to get enough people to back out of our dollars. And then for some reason we're supposed to be fucked, but I don't see why our dollar is only worth what we say it is. But you guys are all brainwashed and fall right for it. Oh, our money ain't worth nothing. We're gonna have to spend more money. You know what I mean? But you know about where you're sitting, like, just in case there was a like, I seen, a really good question from a kid. I didn't watch it, I probably should have. I've only watched clips, and I usually don't like to clip it, I usually like to watch the whole thing, but I watched, a kid ask Kamala a question about because it's the same thing here in Canada, and I don't think people really understand it, but the question is like, how much of our tax dollars are going on illegal aliens? Like, what? Like, because I don't get it either. I'm like, how can our tax dollars go towards illegal aliens if they're illegal? Like, that's our legal money. You know what I mean? But instead, we're housing them, like they're getting more money than anybody, like a regular Canadian would get on welfare. They're getting all this shit. It's like maybe I'm being lied to, but that's you know what I mean. Someone's paying for it. But then again, we're okay. Like, this is where the RCMP and FBI and CIA come into play, right? Like, Listen, we can't even have a fucking convoy in fucking Canada, but I have to watch these videos, not only in my country, but in your country as well. Death to America and death to Canada. You mean to tell me with the surveillance and all the bullshit that they have these days, every one of those motherfuckers isn't picked up and fucking shipped the fuck out? They're terrorists. They have threatened our countries, and we don't give a fuck. We let them parade around like happy little soldiers instead of saying to our government, saying, "Hey, you bunch of fucking idiots, fix your fucking problem. Bring the army in. Do whatever you gotta do." Fucking they want death to us. We let them into our country and they want death to us? We're not Israel. We're not running the shit over there. You know what I mean, Mikey? It's all sorts of fucked up and nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, I don't know if you guys are smart enough to pick up on this. The Diddy thing, kind fucking smells to me. You know what I mean? I think they had enough evidence that they had to bring him in, but it still fucking stinks. Like, check this video out. Not accept- Why put that state of emergency? Calling out to the African American community. Give us a break. We are in a life or death state of emergency. One, defend narratives of life. One, and two, of the corona fatalities are black. We are in sync, my people. We have to come together. We have to communicate. They're not going to give us any power right now. They're not going to come up with solutions for us. We have to come up with our own solutions. Tonight, I put together an incredible panel. It's Pete Strong, Charles Trump, and it's a Joe and Trump. If I tell how Trump, yes, in Louisiana. Jones will help me out. Fucking actress. There's something wrong with her little brain, I think. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. But did you get like this is back in Corona? Hey, even the coronavirus is against the black people. We all gotta come together. We gotta make sure we mask it up. We gotta make sure we extra protect ourselves. Oh, she's great people. That's the thing. Like, if you guys aren't smart enough to figure this out, Team Kamala might be the team devil. Like, I'm just saying, there's a correlation. Who was Diddy hanging out with? Well, the Democratic side of the situation, I would think. You know what I mean? I like this is the thing. I don't know if Trump's the good guy. I think I don't know. You gotta ask the questions, you know what I mean? And in these days, you gotta find a way to ask the questions. But Team Kamala is Team Devil, I believe. Like, there's like no doubt about it in my mind. Like, Candace is telling me she ain't even black. Why do you lie? And this is the thing. You guys always have liars in office and you allow them to lie. It's fucking unbelievable to my brain. Like Joe Biden. I don't know if there's ever been a bigger liar. Like holy shit. It's all sorts of I just where was I even going? Fuck. It's almost getting time to get off this thing. Here's my homie. He throws the best parties. Yeah. I slew by did you notice how he like They love to divide us, you know what I mean? They just love it. Oh, Diddy's like, "Us black brothers, we gotta get together, COVID's against us." It's like, "We gotta fight. This is the time where we need to come together," you know what I mean? Like, then again, these celebutards, eh? Like, my wife's so excited Taylor Swift concert's coming up, but I'm like I've even said this to my wife because 'cause I'm like, "Hey, if you wanna look at her like a hero, well, couldn't she at least be a hero?" "No, she's an inspiration for all." I'm like, "Well, she wanted to be an inspiration for all. Couldn't she stand up for womankind?" You know what I mean? Couldn't she say, "Hey, hey, I love you, trans. I love yous, but please stay away and out of the women's sports. It's just not fair." Right? You know what I mean? But no, no, that's a hard thing. That's a and I said that to my wife, and she's like, "Well, yeah, well, she can't upset people." And like, why can't she just be herself? And if people don't like her, then fuck them. You know what I mean? That's who she is. You know what I mean? Instead, you gotta sugarcoat everything. Remember what I said? Ice lube. You know what nice is spelled backwards, right? She's an Eason. And not that it's not all right to be nice, but when you're nice over the truth, you're kind of fucking yourself. You know what I mean? And sometimes we're nice way too long, trying to help people that just don't wanna be helped, and then we're being taken advantage of, and, well, that's just not godly neither, you know what I mean? AI sleuth. So, you guys wanna talk about Eminem? I got Eminem used to be a big part of my journey, like, I liked the guy, I did, but like a lot of things, my mind has changed on a lot of things, you know what I mean? That man drew a line between you and Toronto. Why? Why would you do that to your fans? Why wouldn't you say, "Hey, this is what I don't like about them," and, "Hey, you guys decide for yourself or let me know or I might be wrong." But they're saying they might have the goods on them. You know what I mean? But Ice Lube, you'll know this, bud, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. This isn't a fucking lie, bud. You can go fucking check her out for yourself. Back in the day, Snoop Dogg and Dre were looking for a lost sex tape that had the 2 of them on it. Now, are the rumors true about how you have to do the Diddy before you can be the Diddy? Is Dre the Diddy? And is Eminem his little protege? Because I'd like Eminem to just debate somebody on why Kamala would be better. Because I've been doing some thinking, Ice Lube. Yeah, I put this on my TikTok. So, so again, only my opinion. Kamala and Walsey Balsies, Team Satan. Okay. Now, their goal might be to get rid of babies. You know what I mean? They they're they they're running on my body, my choice, right? So hear me out, Ice Lube. I hear rumors that Kamala is having problems with the men's votes. So she needs to do something to get the men on her side. So maybe the men can decide and say, hey, listen, Kamala, if it's my body, my choice, can it be my money, my choice? Why do I have to take responsibility if that woman doesn't have to take responsibility? Why is her responsibility my responsibility? Why if I want to keep the baby, and she wants to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you say, "My money, my choice." You know what I mean? Kamala could have a bill written up that men were no longer responsible for babies if they wanted to have no part in that baby's life, if they didn't wanna have it. And then, you know, Team Satan would have more body, their choices, 'cause they wouldn't be able to afford the choice, you know what I mean? Or they wouldn't be able to benefit off the choice, you know what I mean? Either or. So, it'd be like an equality thing, you know what I mean? Both sides got a say, you know what I mean? How do you think that would go? And Satan overall winner, you know what I mean? More babies for Satan, eh? Don't you think Satan would love that? Guys, you guys should talk. Those of you who love Team Satan and you wanna build them up, and you want Team Satan in there, something to think about, man. You know what I mean? This is a weird, twisted fucking world I live in, eh? Hey, I sleep. Kinda fucked up, eh, brother? Like, we're trying to normalize some fucking sick shit, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't watched the episode, but I can only imagine what it says. Like the Melendez brothers, everybody feeling bad for them and won't want them to fucking like, no, we need to teach our children not to do things like that or people in general. We should offer them places to get help. Hey, if you're in trouble and you gotta get away, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it's self-defense, you know? Anyways, I don't remember that case all that much to talk on it. What do you guys wanna talk about? I wanna talk about supplies for weaponry. If something was to happen, could you guys even build? I mean, it's gotta be really low because you guys give stuff to Ukraine, right? For their democracy, where they don't get to vote. The actor's still in charge. But, hey, Gonzo Lira, you guys ever hear of that guy? He was, like, covering the war over there, and they killed him. Yeah, price to pay for the truth. I hope Gonzala or whatever his name is, I don't mean any disrespect, but I'm quite sure he's probably sitting in heaven, you know what I mean? Put yourself on the line to tell people the truth of what's going on. Like, this is the thing, why would you kill a reporter even if they were telling a lie? Wouldn't you prove them to be a liar instead of silencing them, you know what I mean? But then again, the Orthodox Christians that Mike Pence wasn't even concerned about, there's something wrong with Mike Pence's head, you know that? There's something not right with that guy, I'm telling you guys. He works for the dark side, I think. But you guys should be able to figure that shit out, but I don't know. Warmongering fucking pieces of shit. Nikki Haley, like, you guys don't get this shit. Nikki Haley, like, you guys should really pay attention. The FBI should pay attention, you know what I mean? When people are debating on stage to be president, and one says someone has ripped off the American people and used her fucking place in power to make fucking money, 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 money. It should be looked into, but it doesn't. You can just throw remarks like that off on the stage and they just go to a fucking empty fucking just out into the universe for nobody to ever fucking hear again, except for people like me who think, should be investigated. You know what I mean? But then again, we're still waiting for the investigation on the, Ashley Biden or Ashley Biden laptop, Ashley Biden diary, right? Right, then again, hey, didn't James O'Keefe get fucking raided for that? James O'Keefe gets treated like a fucking criminal because he knows about a diary that says Joe was fucking with his how fucking sick and twisted is this world? Like, are we gonna let James O'Keefe just fucking take it up the bum again? We're like, oh my goodness, we just don't know when to fucking help ourselves, do we? We don't pick up on any of this shit. Like, I haven't even gotten like we do know how pertinent information should have an effect on an election, right? So if the world knew about the Hunter Biden laptop, well, we only know about it. We don't know what's on it. The world doesn't need to know that. You know what I mean? Ugh. Hey, beard oil. What do you guys want to talk about? Anything? What else do we got going on? Um, what do you guys think of my idea? Maybe I can convince a bunch of men. You know what I mean? All those men who feel like they got tricked. They could just say, no. I think I think Team Satan would go for this. I think it's a surefire winner, you know what I mean? It would honestly. The way this fucking sick world is, do you know how many men would vote for her if she gave men the same option she's given women? It's a sick motherfucker we live in, you know what I mean? But hey, we as human beings do not want to pay for our mistakes these days. You know what I mean? We don't want to take a look at ourselves because if we took a look at ourselves, we might see how dirty and yucky we are. And we think we're good because we're all nice, 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 nice. But in the back of our heads, some of yous will just stab, stab, stab. Or you just like to control. "Oh, I'm a little me. I want to play my little puppet, Red Dog. And then I'm going to tell Red Dog he's not even part of the group. But Red Dog's still going to think he's part of the group because Red Dog's super stupid. But, anyways, I'm going to go. You know what I mean? It's been almost an hour. So, toodaloo, everybody, unless there's something somebody wants to talk about. You know what I mean? All right. Maybe we'll see you guys later. I always say that, but I don't. You know what I mean? But see you guys.